Hello everybody, welcome to day number 2 of the day 5 challenge for making 2020 your epic year. So I know that we have a lot of new people coming into the group right now, and I'm so incredibly grateful that you decided to join us on this journey. And so if you're new to this group and if you're new to this challenge, I would invite you to watch day number 1 from yesterday, just to kind of get, each day kind of is on its own, but it's kind of like a nice thing to build up to see what the previous day was. So day number 1 was all about mindset, beliefs, and stories, because that I feel is the foundation of everything. And with that, we build on the other days. And I picked money, relationships, and health as the 3 main goals for us to focus on in the 5-day challenge. And you can add other things to it as well, but I just wanted to start with these specific topics. So welcome everybody to day number 2. And money is a very large topic, and I'm going to cover just the kind of like the surface level stuff of money. So hi guys, hi Sonia, hi Karen. When I started writing this, when I was kind of downloading information for talking about this topic, the first thing that came into my mind was that song, money, 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 must be honey in a rich man's world. So that song was like just popping into my head, and I was like, how appropriate is that? Why? So go back to yesterday's topic on beliefs, right? Think about it. That is the kind of belief systems that we are taught to think about things in our life, including money, right? That there's a subtle messaging in that song. I know, right, Karen? But there's a subtle messaging in that song that it implies that money is not for everybody. Money is only for rich people. And there's this thing of like, oh, money means like it must be honey, right? And so just think about it, like these subtle things. And I'm inviting you to start looking at the messages that you have received about money throughout your life. And so much of our stress comes from money, right? Or lack of it. That's like this theme that I hear from so many people. And if that's you, if that's a struggle for you, please share in the comments about what is your biggest struggle with money. And it's not a shame, because I have struggled with it. I can tell you, I can write pages about my stories that I have heard about money, right? But I wanted to bring that out in the open, like start to really question everything that you think about money. So what beliefs did you grow up with money? What beliefs? I grew up with so much stuff that I'm deprogramming right now in my adult life. So much of it is stressful. So much worry, like my parents always worried about money, like worry was this common theme. And the other thing I often heard was like, not everybody can have a lot of money, like it's only for certain people, like that song, right? And I also picked up that my self-worth is based on how much money I bring in. Stuff that is so not good for us. Karen is saying jealousy over money. Yes. Yes, these are things that we have learned about money. None of that is real. When we are aware that we are learning about these things, then it allows us room to let go of those beliefs. They're not true. So I'm going to invite you to start to really ponder upon what are the beliefs that you grew up around money. What are the stories that you have been told about money? What are the stories that you have told yourself about money? Hi, Aurora. So Karen is also saying that it's not fair. There's a belief that it's not fair. How come you're succeeding and I'm not, and worthless? Yes, these are some of the very strong beliefs that we have about money. I know, so very painful, very, very painful. So what is money anyways? Why is there so much stuff around money right now in this world? Money was a way, so let's backtrack, right? Like, what is the history of money? In the past times, they would basically trade. You would trade a bottle for a service. You would trade coins for a service. You would trade goats for a service, right? That is the origins of money. It has no value. And what happened was, as the world got bigger, but was smaller with the globalization, my goats couldn't travel with me. I know it sounds so funny, but my goats couldn't travel with me across the sea. So we started making something called money. Started with gold coins, and now it's turned into this paper money that has so much value that we have associated with it. But what exactly is money? And this may not be a new concept to some of you. This may be a new concept to some of you, but money is nothing but energy. It's an energy exchange, right? So when I buy this phone that I'm talking into, I have exchanged energy with the person who manufactured that with money. It's an energy exchange between two people. When I do my work with my clients, with my coaching clients, I'm exchanging money for the value that I'm providing. That's it. But we have associated so much stuff around money, so much stuff, and that brings us down. And money is just energy. So let's treat it as such, right? Like, when you start to think about money as just energy, then you can either let money in, expand, let money in. And if you're not, if you're aware of it, if you're constricted, then you can just open it up and let it open. Right? And if you are one of those people who worry about money, or if you're stressed out about money, you're not alone, not at all alone. If you just even say, I'm stressed out about money, so many people would probably say that, yes, me too, me too, me too, me too, right? This is a common theme that we all have. And that's one of the reasons I want to talk about. I'm going to give you some really practical things that you can do to work with money. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to go on a journey with me for a few minutes right now, okay? So if you're not driving, I would invite you to just go inwards, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Just kind of connect in with your body. Be present to it. Another just deep, long breath in, and let it out. Now I'm going to invite you to think about money. Just bring in money into your awareness, your bank account, whatever you associate with money. And I'm going to invite you to go into this place of that your bank account is completely full. All your bank accounts are full. All your bills are paid off. Everything that you need around money is taken care of. Just pure abundance in your life. That's it. Complete abundance. Just let that sink in. Every single bill is paid for. Your children are taken care of. All your needs are taken care of. And there's so much abundance in your bank account. Like, you never have to worry about money ever for the rest of your life and for your children's lives. Now, I want you to pay attention to how are you feeling when you tune into that abundance. What do you notice in your body? What feelings are coming up for you? Just pay attention to that and make a note of it. Make a note of these feelings. And when you're ready, take another deep breath in and bring yourself back. So what I'm going to invite you to do right now is either you put it, if you're watching it live, put it in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put in the comments, what were the feelings that came up for you when you noticed that your bank accounts were full, everything was taken care of? Most people would say, I feel peaceful, I feel a sense of security, I feel happy, I feel grateful, right? Those are the words I've heard in the past, and those are the words that I would feel as well. And I want you to pay attention to those words and those feelings that you felt. And this is really important, guys. Like, stay with this, okay? When you start, anytime you start to think about money, anytime you start to feel how you're thinking, what comes up around money, I want you to tune into these particular feelings and replace your worry with these feelings. This is really key. This is very, very key. This goes back to what we talked about yesterday. Our thoughts create our reality. So if you continue to worry about money and stress out about money, it continues to bring in that feeling, that energy back to you. So it's really key that the moment you become aware of how you're feeling in that moment, shift it to these particular feelings of peace and joy and gratitude and just a sense of security. Okay, so this is going to help you tremendously. And it's a matter of practice. It's not going to be easy. I'm not saying this is an easy practice, because it's first of all bringing your awareness to it, and then shifting your attention and bringing your attention to something else like these feelings. And this is going to really help you tons. All right. So now I'm also going to share something really important that I learned. It took me a long time to really understand this. And I have to be brutally honest with you. It is still something that I'm learning to adapt into my life. Okay. So this is not something that I've completely mastered, which is this concept of money does not come from people. Money does not come from money does not come from money. Money comes from the universe. Money comes from beyond you. And it doesn't come from any of this. And it's still something that I'm learning to adapt into my life, that I can't associate like money means this many amount of clients, money means this is this kind of work that I'm doing, which means I'm going to get this money back. Money, it comes from the universe. It does not come from people. It's just energy. And when you get this concept really into your bones, it's going to transform your life. So I have some resources I'm going to share with you at the end of this call, and I'm really going to invite you to start digging into it. If money is one of your biggest primary issues in your life, the books and resources I'm going to give you is going to be super, super helpful for you. And when you get this concept that money does not come from people, you can have anything you desire. Anything is possible. Okay? So I'm going to share with you a few important pieces about attracting money. Money, it's all about attracting money. It's not about making money. I'm just going to check the comments for 1 second. Aurora said that there was single mom raised 5 of us. It was always scarce. I felt happy during the meditation, but with the sense of it not being real. Okay, I really get that. What you're saying is you can tap into those feelings, but there's a part of you that says this is not real. I'm so glad you brought that up, Aurora, because this is not you're not alone in this, right? Like, some part of you knows that, I am just imagining these things. This is not real. And that totally makes sense. It's like you can feel into those feelings of like security and feeling fine about money, and then there's this part of you that says, but my bank account doesn't say that, so how do I match these two, right? Very, very, very good point you're bringing up. What I'm going to invite you to do is shifting your attention from that. Literally, sometimes we have to be in the fantasy land for this to work. Because the more you get stuck in like, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, thoughts make your reality, right? And so that is what is going to keep coming back to you. It's training your mind, training your brain to say, yes, this is what I see in my bank account, but money is just a feeling of security and feeling fine. So can I tap into those feelings even though my bank account doesn't reflect that amount right now? Because what are we chasing? We're not chasing the paper amount. We're chasing the feeling that I feel around money, right? Like, for example, that's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing after that feeling of freedom. I'm chasing after that feeling of peace. So can I bring in that peace? Can I bring in that sense of security right now, despite the fact that this is not there at this moment? It doesn't mean it's not going to change. That's one thing. That's the only permanent thing in our life, which is change. Every 24 hours, the blood in our body changes. So things are always changing, always changing. So yes, if you can just tap into that feeling of what you're looking for and forget about the amount that's in your bank account, it's going to make a huge difference. Because what that is, it's about the scarcity. It's about, I'm not saying that, we all need bills to pay. We all have that. There's nothing we can do about it. But it's about tapping into the prosperity consciousness. And that's what this is. And the resources I'm going to give you at the end, it is really going to change your life. So hang in there with me. I'm so glad, Aurora, that helped. It's not the dollar amount. Yes, we're chasing the feelings. We want those feelings. Yes. So I'm going to share with you 4 important pieces to attract the money you want. So if you have a notepad, make a note of this, and then we're going to do the exercises that I'm going to share with you. The first one is keeping your vibrations high. It doesn't mean that if you worry, you're blocking the flow of money. It just means that you have to shift your attention. Exactly what I was saying. Keeping your energy high around money. Every time you have worry, shift your attention to this peace and security. Whatever came to you in that meditation, focus your attention on that. The second piece is about the law of reciprocity, giving and taking. Money, it's an exchange, right? It is an exchange, energy exchange. So you have to be able to receive and give. Most of us have a blockage in one or the other. Either we give too much and we don't know how to receive, or we keep taking and don't know how to give. So start by noticing, like, where am I blocked? Is it easy for me to give, and is it easy for me to receive, or am I blocking myself in one of these areas? If you're a giver, you probably have a blockage with receiving, and receiving is vital for attracting money. We have to be able to receive. So notice where, if someone says, "Oh, let me buy you coffee today," and what do you say? Like, no, or do you say thank you and receive? So notice these things. This is how we block money, okay? Or if someone says, hey, I want to take you out to lunch, what do? Small little things. Start to notice how you block that. Or if you tend to give, notice where you keep giving and not pausing to receive. So these are important things, okay? So this is the second step, that is giving and receiving, the law of reciprocity. So the third piece that I want you to all remember is that money comes from the universe, and you need to have a channel for the money to flow in. Yes, money comes from the universe, but there has to be a channel, which means what is the openings that you're putting out there? Do you have do you have a job or a business or something that allows this money to flow into you? Or is there other, passive sources of income? Maybe you have a rental property. Like, where is the money coming in from? There has to be a channel for this money to flow into you as well. So money comes from the universe, but you also need a channel for it to be open. And basically, what are you offering in return for receiving money? So so many of these laws of attraction, they talk about affirmations, right? Affirmations are fantastic, but if you don't change your inner mindset, if you don't change the inner workings about money, and if you don't have channels of thing, you can't sit on the couch and keep repeating affirmations. It's not going to come to you. So we have to have channels open for that. And if any of these things don't make sense, please ask me. The last one is number 4, value. Are you valuing the money that is in your life? So I'll share a funny story with you. So for me, money is equal to security. Like there's this crazy discrepancy with how I live my life and what are my inner workings that I'm constantly unprogramming myself from feeling and thinking. On the outside, I live a really comfortable, happy life, right? But my inner workings, there's still like scarcity stuff that I'm working through. There's still that sense of like lack or I don't have enough that keeps coming up, and that's from past, right? And so I have to constantly erase those things and like recreate different programming around it. But I notice the way I don't value money, like people will write me checks and I'll be like, oh, thank you. And then I'll just leave it. I don't even deposit my checks. How am I valuing the money, right? And so many of my clients have been like, I gave you a check like 3 weeks ago. Could you please deposit it? Because I'm waiting for them. It botches up their accounting stuff. And I'm like, okay. So see, like small little things, like these are the places that you can start paying attention to that is going to make you shift your workings with money. I hope this is useful for you guys. So 4 things: vibration, the law of reciprocity, money comes from the universe, but you need to have a channel open for the money to flow in. And the 4th one is valuing. In the Hindu concept, in the Hindu, there's a goddess called Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, and there's a lot of reverence. Like we do a lot of puja or like offerings for Lakshmi, and it's basically the same thing. Am I valuing money? Am I? How do I treat money? Right? Is your wallet really filled with bills? Like or like not bills. What is that? Receipts. Or do you when you see a penny on the street, do you pick it up? Like these things are really important, very, very important. And this is like telling the universe, I value money. Okay, so these are the 4 pieces I really want you to start to think about. Okay, so now coming to the homework and coming to, I hate calling it homework, but I don't have any other word for it. So this is the piece I want us to start working on for next year. So on a piece of paper, not in your journal, on a piece of paper, I want you to write down your beliefs about money, the beliefs that you grew up with, the beliefs that you don't want to have anymore in your life. And write it down, and absolutely like yesterday, with gratitude, say thank you universe for giving me these beliefs so that I can now release them, because it has brought you to where you are today. It doesn't serve you. So how can I release this? So once you've written it all down, tear it up, throw it away, or burn it, or do whatever you need to do. But you're basically saying, I release these old beliefs. I'm done. No more. Okay. Now comes your journal. And if you haven't downloaded the journal, it's in day number 1, the journal prompt, or how do you create a vision book? So in your vision book, I want you to make a category for money. And in that, I want you to literally create your money story. It's going to be a story you're writing about money. If you are a visual person, cut up things from a magazine and make this beautiful collage that represents money for you. Use crayons, use markers, just this beautiful, pretty story. If you're a writer and you like reading words, then write this beautiful, amazing love story about money in your journal. Here's the key. Write it as though it has already happened. So in 2020, the kind of money you want to invite in, the kind of money you want to attract into your life, write it as though it's already happened. I learned this from Bob Proctor. So he says, he writes this thing called, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have dash, whatever it is. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I have $100,000 in my bank account. So it's like saying it in present tense, because universe does not know present, past, future. It just knows one thing. And so you're going to pretend that it's already in your bank account right now. And what we're going to be doing with this vision book is throughout the year, you're going to be studying your money story every day. Probably twice a day. If you can do it twice a day, awesome, because what it's doing is, again, it's like imprinting in your subconscious mind the kind of story you want to have about money. It's going to be really powerful, guys. I did this last year. It was so incredibly powerful with all the areas of my life. It was like so powerful. So please do it. So in your money section, make your money story the way you want it to be, like pretty it up, and just like, wow, like every time you see your money section, you're like, yay, you get all excited. If you need to put like a penny and like put a tape on it to signify that money is always flowing to you, do that. I'm also going to give you a set of 25 affirmations. Now here, the affirmations are going to be very, very useful for you guys. So I'm going to give you a set of 25 affirmations. I'm still creating the PDF for it, and I'll post it in the link here, and you can download that and get your 25 affirmations that you can put in your journal. So when you are studying your money story every day, on the last day, I'm going to bring it all together. So when you're going to be studying your money story, I would invite you to repeat those affirmations, because at that time you are actually clear. You're like clear about what you want, and those affirmations are going to help you. And the affirmations will also help you when you have these thoughts that are not serving you about money, like the worry thoughts or the fear thoughts about money. You can say thank you and replace it with some of these affirmations if you need to. And also bring your attention to those feelings. All right. How was this for you guys? Hi, Angela. All right. So I know that we covered a lot of the basic, very, very top viewpoint about money. We didn't go into a lot of depths, but I hope this was helpful enough for you guys. I think it was. It was really just like, prompters to get you going with this, okay? So we are now going to talk about resources for money. I've been digging into this money stuff. I'm like loving money these days, like loving talking about money, loving being with money, loving like sharing this knowledge and experience, because I struggle with money for so freaking long, so long. Money in my head, like struggling with money in my head. My outer world was different than what was happening in my head. And so much stuff like I've had to work through this last year, and it's been incredible, and I want to share this stuff with you. And this is what I am also going to be giving away on the last day. This book, guys, it's called The Abundance Book. I'm going to post a link in the top portion as well for the book. It's called The Abundance Book. This tiny, small little book has been amazing, guys. It has a 40-day money thing that you can do. What is it called? A 40-day prosperity plan that you can do. It's really phenomenal. This is a great book. And then there's another book called Dollars Flow to Me Easily. I'll put everything in the notes, so don't worry about it. I'm just going to tell you these two books. This is the book I'm going to give away at the end. One lucky person is going to get this book, and one lucky person is going to get a $25 Amazon gift card at the end for just participation, because I want to honor you guys. I want to support you all. So, Dollars Flow to Me Easily, Abundance Book. And there's one more resource. It is from my coach, Jim Fortin. He has a podcast, and in his podcast, episode number 9 is all about this money stuff. So, can you tell I'm excited about money? I can't wait for you guys to I can't wait to come to December of 2020 and come back in here and see all the breakthroughs that all of you have had. It's so exciting, so exciting. So go with possibilities, guys. All right. Any other questions, people? Thank you, Aurora. Thank you so much. All right. So if you're watching the replay, please share your thoughts. I gave you a ton. Oh my God, 3:30. I try to keep it limited, but there's so much to cover and I get very excited. So I got it. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. All right, people, I will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Please share your amazing insights in the comments and share with us what beliefs and stories that you are releasing today. All right? Love you.